Good day to doctor and all viewers. My name is Nadhirah Fatini, a first-year medical student. Because of my chosen profession in this SSM is neurologist, so I would like to talk about the nervous system in today's presentation. So, what is the nervous system? The nervous system is the major controlling, regulatory, and communicating system in the body. It is the center of all mental activity, including thought, learning, and memory. So in this presentation, there will be 5 aspects to talk about. First, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, disease related to nervous system, and famous neurologists in Malaysia. Firstly, anatomy. The nervous system is divided into two types. The central nervous system, or for short CNS, which include brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system that we call PNS that include all the nerves beside brain and spinal cord. For example, the sciatic nerve in the thigh region and radial nerve in the forearm region. Next, we will talk more about the neurons, the nerve cell. Generally, this is how a neuron looks like. Neurons have dendrite, nucleus, cell body, axon, not ranvier, myelin sheath, and axon terminal. So this is what the brain looks like. The brain is divided into three parts: the forebrain, the midbrain, and the hindbrain. The forebrain is the largest, which consists primarily of the cerebrum. So in the cerebrum, there are four lobes: frontal lobes, limbic lobe, parietal lobe, and occipital lobes. All of these lobes will divide into more sections. And for midbrains, it includes the thalamus and hypothalamus. It is located in the posterior aspect to the cerebellum. And on the other hand, the hindbrain consists of the upper part of the spinal cord, the brainstem, and cerebellum. And this is the nerves. This is the example of nerves that I have mentioned before, which are the sciatic nerve and the radial nerve. The second aspect for this presentation is physiology. First, the central nervous system, or CNS. This part is responsible for receiving, processing, and responding to the sensory information from PNS, while the PNS job is to deliver information or signals to the brain from all around the body. This is why we can move our muscles and brain can process vital, unconscious process such as heartbeat and breathing. So how about a neuron? So neurons are excitable cells that can transmit information or stimuli via electrical signal. Then they will continuously send this information in process called action potential to CNS. As we mentioned earlier, action potential is a rapid sequence of change in the voltage across a membrane of neuron. This action potential propagates a signal along the length of an axon. There are 9 steps in action potential of neuron. First is a resting membrane potential, which usually at negative 70 mV. The second step is depolarization stimulus occur. And next, the sodium ion channel in membrane of neuron will open, and sodium ion from surrounding cell will enter and depolarize this neuron cell until it reaches the threshold, which around negative 55 mV. At the same time, the potassium ion channel begin to open slowly. The fourth step is the sodium ion will enter the cell rapidly until it reaches the highest overshoot. Then, when it reaches the overshoot, the sodium ion channel will close, so no sodium ion will enter, but the potassium ion channel become more open. And the next step is the sixth step is the potassium ion will efflux or leave the cell to extracellular fluid. The potassium channel will remain open and potassium ion will leave the cell. So because of this, the cell will reach hyperpolarization. But after that, the potassium channel will be closed. But only some of the potassium ion from outside will enter the cell through a leak channel. And because of this, it will cause the cell return to its original resting membrane potential. Then her whole process will be repeat again and again and again. And next, let's talk about diseases that are related to the nervous system. One of them is Guillain-Barré syndrome, which was discovered in 1916. This syndrome happens because the body immune system attacks myelin sheath and sometimes the axon of neuron in PNS. As a result, neurons cannot transmit nerve signal, so muscles cannot respond to the signal and the brain also will receive fewer sensory signal from all the body parts. And the other disease that I will talk about is Friedreich ataxia. This is a rare inherited disease that causes nerve fiber to generate and become thinner. This causes progressive damage to a nervous system and movement problem. The cerebellum, which is one of the parts of the brain, also generates to a lesser extent. So, this affects the coordinate balance and movement of patients who suffer from this disease. The last thing I will talk about is a famous specialist. This is Professor Dr. Lim Shin Yang. He is a consultant neurologist and a professor at the University of Malaya. He has a medical and research doctorate degree from University of Melbourne, Australia. He subspecializes in Parkinson's and movement disorder. Dr. Lim is popular because he has helped many people, especially the Parkinson's disease patient, in his clinic and private practice. In conclusion, for me, the nervous system is one of the most important systems in our body as it includes the brain, the main organ for everything. So that's why it's important to us that we know how to treat the problem regarding the nervous system. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.